Would you like to attract more traffic to your print-on-demand store? If this sounds enticing to you, in today's video, I'm going to cover some paid marketing techniques, some traditional strategies, and a unique paid advertising strategy that are guaranteed to be successful if used accurately for your print-on-demand store. If you'd like to learn and discover more about how this process works and what these strategies look like, I suggest you join us in today's video. If you would like to learn how these strategies work and what these strategies are, I suggest you join us in today's video, and let's jump right in. But before we jump into the content, and I know you want to get there, you're ready to get people to your print-on-demand store so you can start generating sales and creating that life of freedom, I'm going to ask you one favor. If you can do me a favor and click that subscribe button in the bottom right of this video and turn those bell notifications on so you'll never miss a single upload here on Wix Training Academy, and you'll instantly plug into 31,000 plus like-minded entrepreneurs, that would be fantastic. And now we can go ahead and jump into today's paid marketing strategies and techniques. As I like to say, the year is 2020, just like my vision, so I'm going to protect them with these blue light glasses as we dive into our video lesson 9 of Wix and Printful, this wonderful series that provides you a blueprint to a successful print-on-demand store. And today we're going to be discussing paid advertising techniques with one main objective, and that is to provide you paid marketing strategies to increase traffic to your print-on-demand store. And we're going to do that with a two-prong approach. Both traditional paid techniques, and we're going to discuss different paid marketing techniques available, and we're also going to discuss one unique paid marketing technique that people often skip over. So without further ado, let's dive into today's content, which starts with you've definitely heard it by now, Facebook advertising. So Facebook advertising can be an extremely powerful paid advertising method. And what you need to understand is you can generate powerful results through Facebook advertising. But in order to do that, there's a couple key things you need to understand. One of those first understandings is your target market. Facebook is all about targeting. They've collected and acquired so much data from people throughout the internet, which can be seen as good or bad depending on who you are, but it allows advertisers to tap into that data. And you need to completely understand who your target market is so you can accurately tap into that data. So that means knowing what your target market looks for online, what pages they follow on Facebook, what type of content they watch, what their lifestyle choices are, what their professions are they married, what's their household income. I know that's a lot of data, but you need to understand what this data looks like, so that way when you do start your Facebook advertising, which can be accessed from your Facebook Business Manager, and you can do it straight through Facebook, you can actually generate real powerful results. And when you actually go to create your ad after you've done your targeting and you've set your timeline, your dates, and your budget, you need to understand a couple of things. Stories sell. So if you can find a way to incorporate a story into your ad copy about your product, maybe it's a picture of someone that has purchased your product with the product and how that product has changed that person's life, and walk them through that story, because stories sell. And if you can find a way to incorporate that, it's going to be a better, higher converting ad. In addition to that, my suggestion is to start small. Yes, I know you hear you need thousands and thousands of dollars in ad spend every month to even make a drop in the bucket, but that's false. Start with $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, whatever seems small and realistic to you at the time, and run a small campaign to start so you can see what type of results you're generating, which leads me to my last point. Always and constantly measure and adjust. Make sure when you run an ad campaign on Facebook that you are taking the time throughout and after the campaign to measure the results and adjust the ad accordingly. So if you realize that the targeting seems way off and you're generating very poor results, start looking at the creative you posted. Look at the ad copy, tweak your targeting, and adjust it so that way you can continue to improve it. So Facebook advertising is an extremely powerful tool, but so is paid plugins. So paid plugins are a great form of marketing. What are some paid plugins? Well, You have things like SEO boosters that will actually be incorporated into your website. And Wix has some SEO, it's actually called SEO Booster, and it'll help boost your website ranking in Google. And that's a form of paid advertising because you pay for this plugin and you'll generate more organic reach within Google. So utilizing paid plugins. Paid plugins will increase your sales conversions overall because that's usually what they're styled to do within an e-commerce store. Look for loyalty software, ways to build loyal, raving fans of customers within your print-on-demand store. Software that will allow them to capitalize on coupons and bonuses after they've purchased products and they continuously purchase products with you. Look for contest-driven software. Have you ever landed on an e-commerce store and it has you spin the wheel and see what your either free gift or your coupon is going to be? People eat that up. Of course you want to spin the wheel. Why wouldn't you want to spin the wheel? It's fun. It's a contest and you win something free. So look for software like that. And finally, chatbots. Chatbots are a software that will help you with your marketing. They can recommend products to people based off of the conversation that the chatbot is having with that live customer. And so you don't even have to do really any of the actual physical live work there. The chatbot will do it for you. And chatbots can really increase the amount of purchases and conversions you get in your online store. So paid plugins is a method, but how about some YouTube advertising? We're on YouTube right now. This is a powerful platform. In fact, the second largest search engine in the world. So what will YouTube allow you to do? Number one, it'll allow you to create awareness and generate engagement for your product that you are looking to sell. In addition, it'll help you build trust because people see a video of you, they see a video of your product, they maybe see a video advertisement of people that have purchased your product and how it's impacted them or how they're using it. So it helps you build trust with that individual. In addition to that, just like Facebook advertising, you need to understand your target market going into YouTube advertising. You can't go in blindly and just post a YouTube ad and hope it sticks. No, you need to understand that demographic, your target market makeup. And in addition to that, simplify your messaging. Don't create a YouTube ad campaign that's overly complex and flies over the head of your viewers. That's the last thing you want to do. Keep it simple, stupid. I know that's a little bit derogatory to some people, but just don't overcomplicate it. Simplify your video messaging. It will create more impactful and powerful results. Once again, stories sell. If you can find ways to incorporate stories into your video advertising campaigns on YouTube, whether that's a personal story, how your product was built and how it's assembled so people get emotionally invested into your product, whether it's stories of your customers that are using and have been impacted by your product. Find a way to incorporate stories that engages people and it gets people to take action. And lastly, keep your YouTube advertisements short and sweet, okay? Don't create some long 20-minute infomercial. That's not what you're here for. Again, follow the two previous steps here. Simplify your messaging, and doing that is keeping it short and sweet. Keep a video advertisement 30, 60 seconds. If it's a longer video that requires, more story involved, maybe you can get away with 2 to 4 minutes of a video ad if it really captures and engages someone's attention, but keep it short and sweet. That's the keys to YouTube advertising for your print-on-demand store. Once we hit Google or YouTube advertising, we have to talk about its parent company, which is Google, both search and shopping ads with Google. Once again, you need to understand your target market to be able to really take advantage of the full results here. And part of that within Google search and Google shopping ads means you have to do keyword research. It's no longer just your target market and their demographic, but you need to know what they're searching for. What type of keywords are they searching for? And out of the keywords they're searching for, which ones are the highest performing that will allow you to generate the best results? Here's the best news about Google search and shopping ads. It will allow your product to be the solution to the problem they are searching for. Most people are on Google searching for something, and a lot of times they're searching for an answer to their problem, even if that's in the form of a product or a service. So for you to show up right there in that integral moment when they're searching, or there's a Google shopping ad and they're scavenging for that particular product, you can hit them right at that moment, in that integral moment, and get them to click on it right then and there. In order for you to do that, though, you need to use strong ad copy. So you need to be able to capture someone's attention via words, via copy, because that's what Google search is all about. And in addition to that, you need to have good product images. If you use Google shopping ads like the one in this picture right here with the sneakers, you can see the products capture their attention, right? It captures your attention. They got a blue and a red shoe there to capture your attention. It pulls you in. And now another important factor here is when you're running your Google search and your Google shopping campaigns, if a search term generates you sales, you've done the research, you run a small campaign, and you figure out certain search terms generate you sales, Google uses a bidding strategy, a bidding per click, to really determine who's going to win and who's going to rank higher for a particular search term. So if one really generates you sales consistently, bid more on it. Be willing to invest more of that money, take a little bit more risk, and bid more on that particular search term. Because if it's generating you sales on a small level, imagine if you put more into it. It'll generate you sales on a larger scale. So pour into that. In addition, just like Facebook advertising, just like YouTube advertising, constantly measure and adjust your ads. Track and see how your ads are performing. Are they generating clicks? Are they generating sales? Are they generating an actual click-through? Are they generating visibility, impressions on Google? Figure out all the details here and then adjust. Adjust your pictures. Adjust your ad copy. Adjust the search terms. Adjust your targeting. Make these adjustments. And then what you should understand is your ROAS, which is your return on ad spend. For every dollar you spend, how much is your return? How much are you making in return for that ad spend? So that way it goes into that measurement and that adjustment. You can determine how you need to measure those ads, and it'll also help you determine whether you're in the right niche or not. If your return on ad spend is constantly negative and you're in the hole money, well, then you either need to go ahead and try to fix all the different components, what targeting, pictures, copy, before anything else, or it just goes to show that maybe your particular product isn't the right fit. Maybe that niche is too specific or too narrow. Maybe you can broaden it up a little bit, and that's why measuring and adjusting is such an important aspect. So make sure you constantly do that. So Google Ads, shopping, and search are integral. And then we've arrived at the final technique here, which is a unique technique that some people gloss over, and that is influencer marketing. So influencer marketing is extremely powerful, and I'm sure you've seen this time and time again lately as social media has continued to grow. But here's the beautiful thing behind influencer marketing. You've already got trust established with a particular influencer, meaning that influencer has trust established with their audience if they're a good influencer. And you're leveraging the power of their influence, the power of the influence they have on their network. You're also leveraging an external list. You don't have to worry about building your own internal list here or going and targeting on your own, or building that email list. You're leveraging that influencers list, so you don't have to personally worry about that, although you should. I'm not saying that influencer marketing is your one-stop shop. You should be building your own strategies, your own organic reach and list as well. But with influencer marketing, you're leveraging their list. But in order for you to accurately use influencer marketing, you need to understand the influencers for your target market, the ones that are currently in your target market, your unique niche, who's currently big names in that niche that have influence on the type of products that people buy within your niche. And you need to treat influencers well and equip them with all the assets they need. If they need ad copy from you, if they need an email marketing campaign from you, if they need a creative piece from you, if they need a video, a picture, give it to them. Okay? Give it to them. Just what they need, you equip them with, because they are doing you a service here. And they, in most cases, if you find good, solid, quality influencers, are going to make a big impact to the amount of sales you generate, because influencers have that trust already established with their audience. So their audience feels like they can trust the opinion of that influencer, and if that influencer is recommending your product, imagine the power there. And then lastly, to really try out and experiment with influencer marketing, I would try tools like BuzzSumo, which basically has a database of influencers. So try to tap into that to start looking at influencers within your niche. And I don't know if you knew this, but did you know by the end of 2019, Kylie Jenner was paid $1 million per Instagram post? Why? Because she's an influencer. Imagine spending $1 million with Kylie Jenner for one post about your product. So people aren't going to pay $1 million if they weren't getting a return on that money. So just imagine that. So utilize the power of influencers. Kylie Jenner is a perfect example of a high influence person. People pay her $1 million a post per Instagram to go ahead and advertise their products. So find key influencers in your niche. Other than that, you have now been equipped with some incredibly powerful paid marketing techniques. And then just as a reminder, this was video lesson number 9. Tomorrow, we will jump into our final video lesson number 10, and that will be about upselling and optimizing. If you enjoyed the content in today's video, I would kindly ask that you click that subscribe button in the bottom right of this video and turn those bell notifications on. And then don't forget to drop a like and a comment down below. Let us know, where are you at within this particular part of the series? Do you have your print-on-demand store done? Did you enter into the contest from yesterday? Let us know. I'm excited to hear. Other than that, I hope you now feel confident about some different paid marketing strategies and how to start utilizing them. I'll catch you on tomorrow's video.